Republican Senator John Husted joins me. Good evening, sir.
Great to be with you.
Well, there's going to be an all-nighter in the House for the House Rules Committee, and assuming that it comes out of the Rules Committee, assuming it gets voted on, and that's going to be a cliffhanger because there are a lot of Republicans in the House that don't like it, and Speaker of the House can't lose much in order to get this passed. It travels to you, to your chamber. Can you give me a prediction of how it looks in your chamber as it appears the bill is now in the House?
Well, we need the House to get it passed so that we can start doing our work. The big, beautiful bill is a necessity because it cuts $4 trillion in taxes that otherwise would go up on small businesses and the American people. We need certainty on that. Everybody knows it. House members know it. Senate members know it. We know we need to get it done. It's okay to have a debate about what should be in it. Of course, we want to see plenty of savings because we cannot sustain the spending trajectory that the Biden administration put us on. We need to have a strong, solid fiscal future. So we'll work to find savings, but we need to get this done.
Is it really just simply the Biden administration? It seems to be, I mean, the Biden administration, I realize what it did, but I mean, we've been dealing with this growing deficit and this budget crisis since, I mean, at least since 2000. Former President Clinton left a balanced budget, but then with the war in Iraq and everything else, we kept spending. So this has been a long-term buildup. There isn't much appetite in Washington for cutting generally.
Well, there's some truth to what you said, that over time, we've seen our deficits continue to grow and grow and grow, but it really took off under the Biden administration. Frankly, it took off when Obamacare was put into place, because what it did is it enrolled a bunch of people who were able-bodied, healthy adults in programs like Medicaid, didn't require them to work, and so it just grew and grew and grew, and we continue to see spending go up. And what we're trying to do is eliminate the waste, fraud, and abuse, but also be smart about it. Let's find some savings. Let's say, hey, that 26-year-old healthy childless adult that's sitting at home making you pay for their health care, let's put them to work. And those kinds of things will help us reduce the cost of supplying programs like Medicaid to the people that truly need it.
If we put them to work, I mean, most of the people you put to work at the sort of the low end, they can't get health insurance. So if we put them to work, where are they getting their medical care? Because they can't afford health insurance. You can't afford health insurance unless you make a substantial amount of money.
Yeah, but when you have the work requirement, we're getting something in return. We're getting effort, we're getting productivity, we're getting a taxpayer. They'll be able to maintain their Medicaid benefits, but they're just going to have to work 20 hours a week. And you know what? You'll find a lot of times that once somebody goes to work and you force them to go to work, they might then get a full-time job. They may then get health insurance with their employer, and then you start to gradually reduce the number of people who are on the Medicaid program. You start to gain productivity for the American economy. You start to create more taxpayers, and that's good for America. We have in this country, we've eliminated the need to work in many cases. We've killed the work ethic, and now we need to give a new birth to the work ethic and restore American prosperity and save the taxpayers' money.
Well, I'm all in favor of people working, and I enjoy working myself. Of course, I got a really good job. A lot of people don't have a really good job with that. But I also know that people who work hard can't pay for health insurance, and then you get hit with something really bad like a cancer, and then now you're in a real problem and you can't afford it. So it's not just sort of getting the Medicaid aspect to it. Is that we really do have to sort of figure out, how do people pay for their basic medical care?
Well, there's no doubt about that. But remember, the work requirement is not kicking anyone off of Medicaid. It's just saying in return for those benefits, your neighbor's working hard. Your neighbor's going to work every day. He's working in the factory. He's working construction. She's a nurse. And they're paying for your health care. And so the social contract demands that you do something in return for it. It's a sense of fairness. Your neighbor's going to feel a lot better about footing the bill for your Medicaid services if you're actually working too. And then over time, though, they build work skills, they build earning power, and they go off and work for an employer who actually is paying for their health care benefits. The idea that you talked about affording it, well, that's a big issue. That's a big issue that we're going to have to tackle with everything from prescription drugs to the food that we eat, all of the things that are on that list that will make America healthier and drive down costs.
I think people, able-bodied people working is something that's probably very popular in this country. So I think you'll probably do well on that, on getting that past the Senate and everybody else. Senator John Husted, thank you, sir.
Great to be with you.
Thank you.